Bills Mafia, this is BWO. Let's go!
Welcome to this week's episode of BWO, rightfully titled, Well, That Sucked. Definitely referring to the Bills-Dolphins game in that regard. Now, don't adjust your screens. You're not seeing things. We had to go with a backup Spartan. Buffalo Spartan is not feeling well today. So, Spartan, get well soon. But, should be feeling fine and bragging about you winning the chili cook-off.
Right.
But
next time, spit, don't swallow, brother.
But you still have myself, and you still have Corey, and we have backup Spartan today.
Hi.
It's just like the backup quarterback coming in for like the family photo and everything. Well, we got him for this, so
Yeah. I'm always here.
all
Actually,
right.
a part of the show, just never on.
Yeah, right.
Well, someone's got to hold the comments
He's
section.
on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got called up for the second time, so we're only allowed to call you up one more time this year, Adam.
Oh.
Only 3 times. Hey, I don't make the rules. The NFL
Yeah, I
does.
was gonna say those rules apply here too.
Right. The NFL don't do shit.
Well, we'll maybe make a fourth if we have to, but right now.
Okay.
But so
Anytime. I'm glad to be here.
why don't we just get into the suck that sucks. So yeah, I know most of you like us probably watched the Bills Dolphins game. Yeah. I think the easiest way to describe that was an absolute train wreck and an absolute disgrace.
The first game we all three watched together.
Yeah.
Well, Spartan's fingers are still working, so
Yeah, there we go.
What
Hi, Spartan.
up, brother?
but yeah, so we'll get into that real quick. I mean, look, I know everybody wants seen on Facebook and everything. Everybody wants to blame the coaches and the play calling and everything. Honestly, this was an overall everything was bad. Every player, both sides, all three sides of the ball, offense, special teams, defense, and overall coaching. I will say that I've seen a couple people that are constantly bashing Brandon Beane right now, saying, "See, we should have made a trade. You're the worst GM ever." Well, first off, if you think Brandon Beane is the worst GM in the Bills' history, you clearly have not watched. You have not been a Bills fan for very long. And let's be honest, even if he would have made a trade and that game still goes that same way, you're going to have those same people be like, "See, he never should have wasted that on that trade. What a horrible GM." So he's just never going to please anybody. But yeah, I mean, this game, I'm pointing the finger at every single person on that in that organization because that was an absolute disaster. Corey?
I agree, man. Like you said, the comments about Beane, I know we're pretty biased here about coaches and shit. We spoke our mind about McDermott. But like you said, Beane, I don't know if I really blame that one on him so much as I think maybe I could pick out, like you said, maybe one player on offense, maybe one player on defense that did something. And other than that, it was just shit all over. Special teams, coaching, defense, offense, the whole thing, man. It was just, thank you. The whole thing was just, it was to beat the Chiefs and then come out and lose to the Dolphins like that. That's like I told you guys like I said, we were all watching it together. I was like, I don't mind a loss, but to anybody else but the Dolphins, and especially not that fucking bad. Like their GM's on the way out the door. Their head coach was on the way out the door. Tua was on the end of his thing. And all of a sudden, we just made them look like they're fucking Super Bowl contenders.
Oh, 100%. We basically just made it so Mike McDaniels is going to finish the season.
Yep. Right. And possibly even have something next season. Like,
Yeah, he could possibly.
I mean, I'm okay with that because that means the team's still going to suck. So
Yeah. Well, they're definitely going to
for sucking, they beat
burning
us.
it down.
So, Adam, what was your thoughts on the game?
pretty much the same thing you guys said. It's pretty tough to watch, honestly. If they
Especially in
did,
the freezing cold,
and
Spartan.
especially in the freezing cold. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was just like if they were gonna lose, I wouldn't expect them to lose that bad. I thought they were gonna win, but I mean, that was just like they
Even
got
at halftime, I wasn't that worried
demolished.
yet.
They couldn't run the ball. I mean, they were kind of getting something going with Kincaid, but of course, he goes out. Yeah, it was really, really rough. And then, people hating on Bean is just coming back to well, you should have traded for a guy, or maybe you should have done more. Maybe you should have drafted Keon Coleman.
Right.
Like,
I promise you,
it
even if
is
we
what it is.
offered a first round this year, the Dolphins were not trading to us. Like we would have they would have been like, no, you got to give us something stupid for it. Like, I don't believe they would have traded us Waddle at all.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, I know, like Brandon Bean said, he wanted to hold on to the 2026 first round pick. But let's say he would have said, you know what, fine, I'll give you that pick for Jalen Waddle. Who's to say the Dolphins don't kick back and go, no, we want that and the 2027 or
Right.
another pick with that? The truth is, the Dolphins, I think, were playing around with Brandon Bean, but I don't think they ever were going to trade Jalen Waddle to the Bills, especially right before the game against the Bills.
Yeah, that wouldn't really make much sense.
Again, look, it's what happens when you're a team that has a quarterback in Josh Allen, where you're constantly in the mix just about every year. You're going to have a lot of teams that aren't going to want to help you, and that's my opinion. What kind of came down is, Brandon Bean made offers. Doesn't mean the other teams have to accept the offer. They could take other offers, which is what some of them did. But, again, we all sat there and said in the beginning of the year, and this is where I think some of the issues are coming in, is this receiving core on paper was by far better than we had the year before. So, in my opinion, I think, and you could see it in Josh Allen's body language and the way he's, sitting on the bench and everything. I don't, outside of James Cook and Dalton Kincaid, I don't think Josh Allen trusts anybody on this offense.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I mean, there's something going on to where he's just either he's uncomfortable or he has no trust in any of these guys right now. And to be honest with you, I don't think trading for another number one receiver or another receiver to bring in was going to help that, because he still now needs to build chemistry with that guy, but he hasn't built it with the guys that we currently have. So, and this is where I think, I know we bashed, or some people have bashed guys like Gabe Davis and Jordan Poyer coming back, but I think Gabe Davis, I think one of the things that he's going to help with when he does get on the field is there's familiarity he has with Josh Allen. And Josh Allen has openly said he likes Gabe Davis. So, again, at this point, I say bring him up. He can't make this situation any worse than it already is.
Right. That's why everyone bashed that guy we just got from Kansas City. And same thing. Like, I get it. It's been a while, whatever, but it can't be worse than what we have. I mean, and you see them doing those not trick because it never works, and it's not a trick because we fucking do it all the time, and we send a guy in motion and they can see us going to that little dump off. Like, I mean, hopefully this guy has some speed, but same thing. It's not like we signed somebody that was like, oh my God, yes, thank you. Like, all right, it was like, man, I hope this works out. I hope this does something.
I almost feel like they signed Hardman too to be a special teams guy.
Right.
Well, I mean, again, we're not in the facility during the or at any point, so we're not there communicating with the coaches and the GM, so we don't really know what the conversations are. But I mean, look, I know we keep saying it, but let's be honest. If something doesn't change, somebody's got to go. And again, I think, like other people have said, I think Brandon Bean and Sean McDermott are a package deal.
They're not going anywhere.
No, well, at least I don't see Bean firing McDermott.
I think if anybody went first, it'd probably be Joe Brady.
I think that has to be done. The dude, it feels like I feel like either he's calling soft, predictable plays, because again, when the announcers are saying it every single time, Josh Allen's in the shotgun, he's passing. When he's behind the center, it's a run. Why are we that predictable right now on offense? Like, that's just like you're by the way he's lining up, you're already giving away what you're doing. And then, so let's talk about this new elephant that's possibly in the room. And I know there's a lot of people that are one way or another, but we did see Brian Daboll get fired from the Giants. What were your thoughts about, him possibly coming back? Start with Adam.
I mean, I don't see him coming back this year, unless he wants to collect a paycheck and be like a special assistant and try to help Joe Brady. But I think I think that's it would feel awkward, because it almost feels like, hey, this guy's here and you're about to get fired, so this is your replacement. Deal with him for the rest of the year. But I think I also said it on in the comments for the show yesterday. There is a reason why Brian Daboll isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like Sean McDermott wants to run a certain style of offense. And the way Daboll played, because he threw the ball deep a lot more. He tried to move the chains a lot more. I don't think McDermott wants to play that style of offense.
Right.
Well, I don't know if it's that we don't want to play that style of offense. I don't think we have the ability right now with who we have to do that kind of offense.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, is Brian Daboll going to want to walk in here with just James Cook basically at this point to work with this offense? Like, the wide receivers are just not. They're not there.
Kincaid, who's actually doing good Kincaid, the only one that's actually doing anything, keeps getting hurt every fucking time he plays.
Yeah, and he's going to be out multiple weeks
and
now.
Then he's hurt again. Half a game, he's hurt again.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll change the question to Corey. If there was let's say Joe Brady leaves, and I know we're still weeks away from this happening. When Joe Brady leaves, because I have a feeling he's taking the college coaching job, and I think that's one of the reasons why he's just kind of phoned. I feel like he's phoned it in for the season.
Ever since that came out, man.
He's just kind of just riding this out until it's over. And again, maybe I'm wrong, but who would you like to be potentially the next Bills offensive coordinator?
I mean, like you said,
I do have somebody in mind. And no, it's not.
Daboll and Allen were good together, I believe, but it's also because we had better receivers back then.
Yep.
Like you said, could he, even being the passing type, could he change what's going on? Like you said earlier, and we've said, I think it comes down to Allen not having confidence in his guys, because there's even times that I watched the games back, and some of the guys, and I think Scott said it last night on 24/7, some of the guys are getting open, and Allen either doesn't see it or looks off it. And it's weird. Like the old Allen would have threw it in double coverage, tried to thread a needle type shit. And not that I'm saying I want that back. I was one of the ones that argued for calming him down, but and you said it before too, Pat, something is going on with him. Get him off the bench, he is not the quarterback that needs to be sitting on the bench, going over the tablet all the time. I get that's a big thing. That's definitely a part of the position, all that. But Allen is he is the type that overthinks everything, bad plays, all that. And we've seen it since he came in, and that's one of the only things he hasn't fixed yet. Once we start losing or once something goes bad, he gets emotional, and you can see it. Not that everyone does it, and it starts messing with him. So let him get off that bench and go back with the players and like have a couple minutes to do whatever, and then be like, all right, man, let's get back into it now. Like, I don't even know if that would solve it. I don't know what is going on. There's something off about something, and it's just weird.
To your point of where you got guys open and he's just not throwing, he's not even taking a chance with them. Again, I think that goes back to the not trusting his wide receiving core.
Right.
I just honestly, that's what it truly feels like. It feels like outside of Kincaid and maybe James Cook, he doesn't trust anybody on this team right now. And again, we might be wrong, but just go with the eye test. That's what it looks like.
Like Joey Hatch says there in the comments, I agree with that. Samuel robbed us for $24 million. That dude has been on the bench since we've had him. And then everyone's like, oh, but when he does play, he does something. What, 2 plays a year?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
that
like
justifies
one play.
this dude being around. Like,
He had like one
even
play.
I tried to stick up
Sunday.
for him last week and make him my out of nowhere player and say, you know what? It's Miami. He's going to show up. And like, he couldn't even fucking do anything. Like, what? I don't get it.
Yeah, one play on Sunday. He had one catch for like 24 yards.
So,
That's it.
so Adam, I'll give you the same question that I gave Corey. Once we're all assuming Joe Brady's out at the end of the year, who would you like to be the Bills' next offensive coordinator?
That's a tough question. I mean, I would like it to be Brian Daboll, but I don't know. I don't even know who would be available.
So I have
Mike McDaniel.
I have an interesting one in mind, and again, we know the guy as an offensive coordinator in the league has had success. I mean, this guy took Carson Wentz and almost made him an MVP until he got hurt, and I'm talking about Frank Wright.
That would be interesting.
And let's be honest, he as an offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles with Nick Foles beat Tom Brady and Bill Belichick in a Super Bowl. So,
Yeah.
again, I know he's in Stanford right now and he's doing his thing there, but man, I think if he had the opportunity to come back to Buffalo as the offensive coordinator, and I think also doing that would also put a little bit of pressure on Sean McDermott if McDermott stays, saying, listen, this guy has head coaching experience and he's, he could easily take over for you if you don't get this thing going.
Yeah.
So now, if we had, obviously, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do in the offseason, but I would assume Babich is also probably going to be out because that defense is absolutely atrocious. And we said that going into the offseason, the number one focus was trying to bolster that defense. And we did that with Bosa and Hoyt. But, and don't get me wrong, Bosa is doing outstanding right now. But we lost Hoyt for the rest of the year, hoping he's back next year. But if there was a guy that you could pick as a defensive coordinator for next year, who would it be?
Me?
Corey?
Go, Corey.
Fuck. I don't know.
You want me to give
Slim
my
Pickens? It's Slim Pickens.
There's call
There is-
up.
There is somebody that has a Sean McDermott tie that knows great defense.
Call up, and I bet I get a lot of hate for this. What the fuck is his name? The fat boy there that does announcing now. That was our coach a few years back, and his brother was the defensive coordinator.
Oh, Rex Ryan.
Yeah, call up some old Rexy. Him and his brother have always been solid defensive players. Their dad, he was a great defensive dude.
I mean, that's not a terrible choice because I mean, think about it. The last time Rex Ryan was a defensive coordinator was with the Baltimore Ravens in that 2000 Super Bowl.
Yeah. Like I said, not head coach status, but just as a defensive coordinator.
But so my pick to potentially be a defensive coordinator. Now, this guy has, again, another guy that has head coaching experience. Also, at one point, McDermott had worked for him, And he also just happened to be a member of the 85 Bears. So this guy knows good defenses, Ron Rivera.
Rivera.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
So, again, I think...
Is he doing anything now?
No.
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 I would like that. That'd be cool.
I think the best plan to get this going is to bring in coordinators that have head coaching experience too, because now, again, as I said,
John
even with,
Gruden.
I mean, I would love John Gruden as the head coach. He ain't coming in as a quarterback.
Could you imagine John Gruden and Josh Allen together, dude? It'd be like what's his nuts in Buffalo, or what's his name in the Detroit? Their crazy ass head coach.
Dan Campbell,
Goff and Campbell.
Yeah, could you imagine like a Dan Campbell with Josh Allen, dude?
I think Dan Campbell's crazier than John Gruden.
That dude would go for it on fucking 4th and 32 with Josh Allen at his quarterback, dude.
but somehow would make it.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to like hang all this on Babbage though. Like, yeah, we've been injured all season and stuff like that too. Like, guys are in, guys are out, this and that. But I mean, like, Sunday's a perfect example. Our offense was going 3 and out most of the game. Like, going out there, going 3 and out. They didn't extend drives. They could barely do that. Or when they did extend drives and get down to the end zone or get close or start making it seem like something was going to happen, they turned the ball over.
Right.
I mean, you can't, like, the defense is freaking gas. They held them to 16 points in the first half. And then they came out and then it just fell apart. It's like at some point you can only hold up for so long when you're playing a lot of backups or guys that, you know, wouldn't be starting in that situation if you were healthy.
I'm going to say the last 2 weeks that Hoyt was in, that defense looked like a whole different defense.
Yeah.
But there were also rumors,
that didn't help either.
There were also rumors during those 2 weeks that Babbage wasn't calling any of the defensive plays. So that's kind of a knock on Babbage that says, maybe you're not the guy, because McDermott took over the play calling with the same players that you've had, and it was significantly better.
Yeah, I mean, those are reports, like.
But then again, we also played Carolina, okay, and we also played the Chiefs, who, let's be honest, the only reason I think we beat the Chiefs is because they don't seem to know how or want to run the ball. If they would have used Kareem Hunt and actually ran the ball like the Dolphins did to us, I bet you it's a different story. I bet you we don't even win that game.
Or that rookie that kind of looks pretty decent. Smith, I think, Brashard Smith.
And then, you know, I don't know what was going on with our offensive line. I mean, Joey Hatch kind of said it here a little bit, but the Dolphins were worse at stopping the run than we were, and yet for some reason we thought, oh, let's just only give the ball to James Cook only 13 times. What? You know, James Cook has been outstanding this year, and look at the games that we've won. We've featured him heavily. Why are we changing that, especially against a team that is worse against the run than we were, supposedly? So,
why aren't we tying in the fact that Allen can run? So they want to try to do cutesy fucking plays instead of doing that stupid little fucking bubble pass shit right to the side and try to figure something. Why not run like a fake handoff to fucking Cook and then Allen takes it? Why not like try to integrate? I feel like most of the runs are Allen getting flushed out the pocket or Allen not seeing anything and just taking off. Like, why aren't we kind of utilizing him like Michael Vick back in the day, hitting some like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, we're not with the running back we have and the quarterback we have. Why we're not hitting play action way more, doing the old school K-gun hurry up offense. Like, you don't have to do it the whole fucking game. Like, I get it. Dudes are pussified now. They're not like they used to be. Whatever. You don't have to do it the whole, but like something. Any like integrate Allen's running and shit like that. Like it doesn't fucking change.
Yeah, I would like to see them get rid of those freaking bubble screens. Like,
Well,
I mean, if you look at this team right now, Khalil Shakir is like their best wide receiver, in my
All right,
opinion.
90% of his passes are behind the
And
line
they're
of
all,
scrimmage.
yeah,
and
they're
then he's
either
making
at the line of
fucking yards
scrimmage.
after the catch.
Yeah, they're either at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Try to
So-
throw something a little bit deeper. Like, I'm not saying a 30-yard bomb or a 40-yard throw. Like, just freaking 15 yards. Like,
So, all right,
something.
let's take the last 5 minutes here and just finish out the Bills Dolphins game, and let's do the segment that we will do only when the Bills lose. The BWO call out. Corey, who is your call out this week?
The Buffalo Bills. Everybody, dude, like owner all the way down to the dude that washes the kicking tees, I guess. I don't know, man. Like, I don't even know who to call out, man. Fuck. There was like I said, like there was good. Don't get me wrong, but there's just not a lot. Like, you know who I'll call out? Actually, I will call out the medical staff or whoever, the conditioning coach, because all these fucking injuries we're getting that are non-contact and are fucking, like me and you said, Pat, the one time we were talking, and you're like, "What's up with all these dislocations and all this shit?" Like, so yeah, I'll call him out. Like, what the fuck, man? Better this team so we stop getting injuries.
Okay, backup Spartan. Who's your call out?
Joe Brady.
Okay, perfect.
Got to do something to change it up, man. It's not working.
Yeah, I agree. Show us that you haven't phoned in this season.
Yeah. They got to do something. And I know earlier in the year when our offense didn't seem that potent, they were saying, "Well, maybe he's just, hiding something for later in the year." Well, it's later in the year, bro, and it's crunch time, so you better start showing something.
All right. Well, my call out is kind of very similar to Corey, calling the entire team out. Because again, look, it sucks when you lose. It sucks even more when it's a division team. It sucks even more when the division team is only got 2 wins, looks like an absolute joke, and then mops the floor with you. I don't know what it is, and we saw it with Hoyt when he got hurt. You saw the heart that guy had. He didn't want to leave the team. At one point, he was asking the trainers, "Can you just tape this up so I can go back out there and stuff?" We need the rest of the team to have that kind of heart going forward. Otherwise, I mean, we might as well just phone it in for the rest of the year. But I will say, look, it's only 1 week. I know we got an uphill battle to try to get back to the top of the AFC East, and I know it's not looking like promising, but it's not out of reach yet. But there needs to be a lot more we need to see from this team for us to start getting back to and as you said, Corey, I don't know if there's anybody that's scared to play the Bills at this point.
Right. We are not. If anyone saw me go live after the game, I was leaving Spartan's house, driving home, and I was like, man, I can't hold it in anymore. And I was like, there's nobody. The rest of this season, maybe the Jets, that looks at us and sees us on their schedule and goes, oh, shit, we got to play Buffalo. Nobody. And I understand people are like, we're going to get it together, this and that. I know. Whatever. But it's been, we still got 9 weeks, but it's also been 9 weeks and we still haven't got it together. We're 6-3. The Patriots are 8-2, and they have a game up on us. We've lost to 2 division opponents, like 2 games that we really didn't think that we were going to lose at all this year. I was like, I get it that we've got injuries going on, but even when the offense has been healthy, they still, besides James Cook and Josh Allen and maybe Kincaid, don't really do shit. So,
yeah. All right.
Well, Josh Palmer, man.
I mean,
I'm just lost this week, man. I still love them. I'm still a Bills fan. I'm still hoping, but we aren't that team to beat anymore. And I see us maybe making a wild card. And like we said, even if that, and if we do make the playoffs, even unless something drastically changes, even in the playoffs, we got to play in it, teams that are all running backs.
And you
We've
know,
been healthy with a solid D. We can't stop it.
you know what's even worse if we don't end up with, you know, a division win or, you know, one of the top 2 seeds, which doesn't look promising for that. It does now. The reality needs to start setting in that Jets game at the end of the year might very well be the last game in Highmark Stadium.
Right.
And you know, it's like, wow, we might not even get a playoff game there. But enough of that. Moving forward, let's move on to the Bills and Tampa. So, Corey, let's start with you. Who is your BWO out of nowhere player for Bills Tampa this week?
I don't know, man. I think. Fuck. You know what? I'll go Maxwell Harrison again. Maxwell Harrison will get a 3rd interception, and this will be 3 in a row. 3rd interception in 4 games, but his 3rd one in the last. So it'll be bing, bing. So but this one will actually be for a return. He'll get a pick 6.
Nice. Adam, who do you got as your BWO out of nowhere player for Bills Buccaneers?
Well, I just mentioned him earlier, and that's if he comes back, which it sounds like he's going to be coming back. Joshua Palmer. You know,
Yeah.
Show why we signed you and why Brandon Beane had to go on a rant on our local radio station about, well, look, we signed Josh Palmer to help our wide receivers. It looked like he was going to do something in that Atlanta game, and we definitely probably would have needed him in that Atlanta game if he would have kept doing what he was doing, and unfortunately didn't get hurt. But, you know, if he's back this week, then I think it's going to be Josh Palmer. I think they're going to have to utilize him as much as possible, especially with Kincaid out.
Yep.
I love Joey's comment, man. This team is soft like baby shit. What are you going to do? That is what Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane brought in. All bullshit, not tough guys, all soft individuals. Very true.
Yep.
Very
Look,
true.
Joey's out of nowhere player is he's calling for Cole Bishop, which, man, I gotta say, he's probably the one player that has stepped up in the last couple of weeks and actually shown significant improvement. So I hope Cole Bishop keeps going that way, because that seems to be the only thing that's going right on our defense is his development. But my out of nowhere player this week, and I can't believe I'm going to put him in this category because this shouldn't be the thing, but I'm saying Josh Allen.
I was thinking about it, and I
think this is the week. I think Josh Allen finally wakes up, says enough of this, throws the Superman cape on, and says, you know what? If I got to do this myself, me and James Cook, let's go. So
they're going to need it.
I mean, at this point, you got nothing left. So, and I hope we can potentially see a Gabe Davis in this game. Maybe, hopefully, he's ready to go.
What is going on with him? I thought he was supposed to be back for the Chiefs.
He was, and then I guess he had a setback. He had some inflammation in the knee. So, which in this type of injury coming back, that's not uncommon. But you got to make sure if there's inflammation, is it just soreness or is it actually fluid building up? Because if fluid builds up, that means they got to go back in and fix something that they didn't fix properly the first time.
Yeah.
So obviously I agree with being cautious on that. You don't want to throw him out there and then bam, he's done right away. But
Sounding like he might get called up this week.
I mean, at this point, you got to do something to get Josh Allen some familiarity there. And again, I can't believe we're saying that even with Shakir being there. But then again, there's talks that Shakir might be missing this week. So you got to get somebody up there that Josh Allen has familiarity with. Because otherwise, I mean, you think the trust issue with the wide receivers is bad now. Put him out there with a bunch of guys that he's only played with this year.
Right.
Yeah.
And then with him, if he goes out there and starts making Allen feel comfortable, that'll get him to throw it to the other guys too and give him more trust in everybody.
And I'm gonna throw. Look, I know he's been he's been very, very big part of our team this year. Dalton Kincaid. In a roundabout way, I'm actually not happy he's gonna miss some time, but I think this will give Dawson Knox and the other tight end a chance to really step up. And again, this is if I'm McDermott, I'm going to Dawson Knox to be like, listen, man, this is where you really need to step up, and this is where you need to be like, listen, this is why this team, even though they didn't need to keep me, have kept me around. I can still do this.
Right.
And again, that might also open the door for a potential trade at the, during the off season. Say, hey, look, Dawson Knox still has the ability to keep going. So, but we'll see. And let's be honest. Where on the field does Dawson Knox seem to do his most damage to teams when we get him involved? He's great on the goal line.
Yeah.
So
Jackson.
yes, he is.
I mean, even if Allen's holding back on what up, Scott? Even if Allen is holding back on like the Superman plays a lot, like trying to save him for the end of the year, like not wanting to risk. Because I mean, the last couple seasons, I mean, you called it too, Pat. Allen's injured within the first few weeks of the season. Even on like a tush push play or something. I mean, thank God it's been injuries that he'll fight through and keep playing. Hasn't been anything crazy serious. But I think he also realizes that and doesn't want to like get that hurt too soon or whatever. I don't know if maybe that's in his head because it has happened more than once now. Or
let me ask.
He already got his nose broken this year.
Let me ask.
Right. I mean, you get your nose, like they say. What's it? You get punched in the face and you start to realize some things.
Let me ask a question with that. Is it Josh Allen that is choosing not to put the Superman cape on, or is it the rest of the coaches that are telling him we don't need you to do this right now? And to be honest, when Josh Allen is playing where he's got the Superman cape on, he looks comfortable. He's smiling. He looks like he's absolutely having a blast. And it looks like he's actually enjoying himself. Well, he's not wearing the Superman cape, and he looks miserable. He looks like he has no faith in this team. He looks like he doesn't want to be there. So, again, and then when you hear rumors or hear reports that his grandmother is telling him, I just want to see you smile, something's not right.
Yeah.
So, I think it's time that, like, if that, I get it. We're always worried that if you let him off the leash, he's going to get hurt. You know what? But if you're putting him on the leash and he's not comfortable, then he's not the guy that we have invested in. We invested in the guy that, goes out there and puts the team on his back and does it. We need that Josh Allen to show up. And
he's like Brett Favre, man. You got him to be that gunslinger, like wild cowboy style quarterback that runs and jumps. He's also, like you said, when he was younger, maybe not. But now with that growth he's had and all that, he's going to be smart enough to know, like, okay, that, like you said, that hurt really, like that hit really hurt, something like that. Or he's smart enough to know when to do it and when not to. Like, you see him even now when he runs, he goes down a lot more. I don't think I've seen a hurdle once this season yet.
No.
Yeah, he hasn't taken a lot of I was literally just about to say the same thing.
And that's like
he's been going down a lot. He does not try to take any kind of contact. The only contact he really ever gets is when he's like running out of bounds and a defender like pushes him and he goes down.
Yep.
Most of the contact that he's gotten is because they haven't been able to protect him and he's getting crushed.
Yeah, what happened to our offensive line? They were solid the beginning of the year, and now they're just gone.
Well, I think a lot of that also has, again, I know we keep harping on him a little bit, but I mean, it's the way Josh played. What's the difference between last year and this year with that offensive line? If Josh Allen doesn't feel like there's anything down the field, he's taking off immediately. Last year. This year, I think he's sitting back and waiting way too long before he decides to take off. Look, if you got nothing down the field, dude, do you go?
Yeah.
You know, I get it. Everybody, again, same thing I said just a few minutes ago. Everybody's worried he's going to get hurt, but you know what? Look, just like you said with Brett Favre, the gunslinger, the cowboy mentality. You're going to live by the sword. You're going to die by the sword. It's going to win us a bunch of games. It's probably going to hurt us a couple times, but you know what? If that's the style of play that he's comfortable doing, let him be him. Don't change that because, again, that got him a league MVP. That has got him to this level of quarterback. Let him be who he is.
I'd rather see a loss with him out there gunslinging like that, being wild, than see a loss like that where he's just defeated. And
I mean, that's the thing. We're all Bills fans. We've seen this team lose plenty of times in our lifetime. And if this is the first time you're seeing the Bills lose, well, welcome to being a Buffalo Bills fan. But I don't have a problem if we lose and we go down fighting. It's the games where we just seem like we just keel over and die. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. And we have one every year that we drop a game to a team that's shit every year. And there it was.
Yeah, there's the team that there was no reason why we shouldn't have been able to go in there and handle our business.
So do we turn it around or do we keep falling?
I mean, we'll find out on Sunday.
Yeah, because that's a definitely tough game. I had that one marked at the beginning of the year before we even knew anything about being a toss-up game.
I mean, the only good thing about playing Tampa this week is they are banged up as well. But their new rookie wide receiver has been looking fantastic. And in my opinion, that guy's pretty much locked up the NFL Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. The only thing that kind of worrisome is their running back going to be playing this week, or is he going to be out again? Because again, can't seem to stop the run. And we had Monster on last week, and he asked the question: do we think that this is a Super Bowl contending team? And I said straight up no, because we can't stop the run. And look, you're going to have to figure out how to stop it because you're probably going to have to play probably Saquon Barkley in the Super Bowl. You're probably going to have to possibly play Kyron Williams, maybe Christian McCaffrey. Those guys aren't going to go easy on us just because we're the Bills. So, and they're going to be hoping that they play a team like the Bills in the Super Bowl because they know they're going to run against us. But I know we're kind of squandering a great opportunity here because, look, you're seeing and the NFL is weird because you're probably seeing all these other teams are salivating right now because the Bills aren't playing very well. The Ravens aren't playing very well. The Chiefs aren't playing very well. The three teams from the AFC that have been at the top of the mountain seem to be falling right now. So there's a lot of teams that are probably hoping that this continues so they have their chance this year. But it also sucks for us because this was the chance that we've been waiting for one of those two teams to fall, and we're messing it up.
I feel like the Ravens and the Chiefs are starting to rise back up.
Wake up? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but you're right. I mean, this was our time, but again, the Ravens have been beat up all year. Their defense is still not great, but they have started to look better on offense, and you still got Lamar Jackson.
But then again, you also go this past week, you look around the NFL, and let's be honest, this realistically, this was not a great week for a lot of NFL teams. And it started with, honestly, it started with the Thursday game. That was like I was starting to think we were having some good Thursday night games, and then we just watched the Raiders and the Broncos, and that was an absolute disaster of a game.
That was a train wreck.
Like, wow, it's like which team wants to lose it more?
I don't know which game was worse, that game or the game on Monday night.
Well, even the Sunday night game, like, God, what the hell? Like I didn't expect Aaron Rodgers to just like decide, oh well, it's past my bedtime, gotta go.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. This whole past week was just like there's one disaster game after another. So
Yeah.
It was terrible.
all right,
My bad,
Corey,
I
you
was saying goodnight to the kiddo.
got anything else you'd like to add for the Bills Bucks game?
We just have to be the team that we've only been about twice this year. We have to have everything on, man. All cylinders firing at once. The defense, the offense, the O-line, we all have to be. Oh, man. The crazy thing is, all right, with your big ass. The crazy thing is, I've had this game, like I said, since the season, even before it even started, was like a toss-up for me. So if we lose another one, man, like it's hard to not at 6-4 be emotional if we were. But like I said, I hope we come back off this loss. Like you said, Pat, I hope Allen like gets his head out of his ass and realizes what's going on, and we figure something out and we come out and smack this Bucks team in the mouth and try to build a little bit of flicker of hope again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be because I guarantee you the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to do exactly what the Atlanta Falcons did to us, what Miami did to us last week. They're going to load up on the run. They're going to force us to pass it because nobody is afraid of our passing.
What passing?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I think Tampa Bay's like second in the league against the run. So good luck. The offense better step it up.
So, all right. Guess we can do this real quick. What's Adam, we'll start with you. What's your score prediction for this week?
It's going to be pretty close. 28-26 Buffalo.
Okay. Corey, yours?
I'm going to say same. It's going to be close, but I'm going to go 28-32 Buffalo.
All right. I'm going to go 30-27 Buffalo. I think it's going to come.
We're all in the same range.
Right. I think we get back. I think we can finally get back, hopefully get back into the 30s, but I think it's going to be I think it's going to come down to a field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So,
or a missed 2-point conversion or
Matt Prater, do what you did in the Ravens game. Get it done.
Right.
So,
why did he kick that onside? I mean, I was like, in the moment, I was like, oh, I get it. It's a running back, a big body, but like, that kick was ass, bro.
I mean, I guess try something, but I don't know.
All right. Yeah. I mean, at that point, fuck it. We were shit already.
There was a flag on the play anyway.
Well,
Smart.
it's all then
21-20 Buffalo.
What happened to that 50 burger?
Oh, yeah. Happy Veterans Day to all my brothers and sisters out there. I know it's the day after, but love y'all. Shout out to all the veterans.
Happy Veterans Day, guys.
For myself, BWO, and these two ugly bitches.
Yeah, appreciate everything that you guys have done or are currently doing. I don't think Veterans Day or not, there's never enough opportunities to thank the veterans or active military members ever.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think we should use the last 10 minutes to do a little bit of closing thoughts and everything. And I want to start off with, I think we've all heard about the Dallas Cowboys player that has reportedly over the weekend or during last week took his life. Had some mental health issues. Look, I'm just gonna say it to anybody. Like, I've had my own battles with it myself, and I've kind of gone down that road. Man, you got to be willing to accept help. And honestly, if you see somebody that's acting differently or saying, don't be afraid to step up and say something. Look, sometimes the best thing you can do for them is force them to get help. They don't want to or not, but you doing that could be the difference maker. I know the report came out yesterday that the Jameer Alexander, who was the Packers, Ravens, and now went to the Eagles, has decided to step away from football to deal with his mental health. And I think that he needs to be commended for that because, man, that can't be an easy decision to do. And again, it's good to see that somebody knows that, hey, I got a problem. I need to go get this fixed.
Yeah.
Versus,
especially men, they have a huge problem of wanting to come up and say you feel like less than you are and shit, man. And I've had to do it with stuff through the Army. I've had to do it with ex-marriage. I'm going through it now. Same thing. Like, we weren't married, but we were together almost 9 years with our daughter. So all that stuff. Don't be afraid. Like is the shit we all talk here, and as wild as you see us all be in the group chats and stuff, we even call each other out. We'll notice after a few days, they're like, hit each other. Hey man, you just busy or you doing all right? Like, what the fuck's going on?
well, and again,
don't be ever scared to call anybody.
One of the number one things that I think a lot of people don't want to get, it's not that they don't want it,
Right.
But a lot of times is if they don't feel like you understand what they are going through,
right,
they don't want to waste their time talking to you because it just feels like you're just gonna be like, yep, okay,
right. Cool. Nobody wants to call anybody and be like, hey man, my wife left me, or hey man, my wife cheated on me, or hey, my husband or like, hey man, I can't pay bills this month, or hey man, I can't fucking do this, or hey, I just lost my job. And woman, man, nobody wants to like you said, they'll be like, oh man, nobody cares, dude. Nobody, but that's not true, man. We all fucking care.
But and then other advice for people that are you might not be going through, but if somebody starts to reach out to you and just kind of go over what they're going or what they're feeling and everything, man, the worst thing you're going to do is try to sit there and try to sympathize with what they're doing. They might just be there talking. Let them talk.
Yeah.
Don't
shut them out.
Yeah, don't shut them out. Don't try to interrupt. Don't sit there and throw it back at them. Don't be confrontational. But again, make them talk.
Yeah.
Because honestly, they may not want to, and they might get mad at you. But you know what? Can't be mad at you if they're not around.
Right.
Oh.
And that talk could be the one difference. I have a lot of buddies in the military that have been in that spot. I've never really, I can't speak for anybody. All the shit I've been through in my life, man, I always have a saying that I'll never get to that spot. But there's been times that are dark as fuck. And I've thought about it. I'm like, damn, it'd be way easier if I was just fucking gone. And who the fuck would care, man? But I promise you, that one talk you have with somebody, that one phone call that you answer or be like, oh, why the fuck is this person calling? And you take the minute to answer could be the difference when they have that gun loaded and they're like, you know what? Adam answered the phone that one time I called. Let me call him right quick. Or Pat answered the phone let me call them right quick or something. So don't, like you said, don't put people down, don't anything. Spartan's mentioned on here before. I don't want, like he said, he went down the rabbit hole. Got hard to talk to someone, everything. I don't want to put his business out there. That's for him. He's like an open book like me, will tell you. He backed out of the mafia thing for a while. Some of his good buddies, like I've only been good buddies with him for like a year. We've all been hanging out, all of us right here. Yeah. And I mean, you guys have known each other, and Spartan, same thing. Like some of his good buddies, like frowned on him about it. And we're like, nah, man, suck it up, blah, blah. Like, what? Nah, man, that you don't. Fuck that.
Unfortunately, the sucking it up part is what leads you down that road.
Right.
And again, if you're not sure that somebody, like, everybody has somebody in their life that they know has similar experiences to them. So look, if you're afraid to say something to someone because you're afraid they're not going to understand, they're not going to get it, then
Yep.
reach out to somebody that does. And
Yep.
you know,
I promise you, man. I'm only 37, guys, and I'm not gonna get too personal. I've already had one failed marriage. I had a wife, well, not wife, my baby mom leave me for, I won't get personal, for whatever reasons. If you know me, you know. I've been to Afghanistan twice. When I say I did paperwork in the Army, I'm not bragging. I've been to war, seen shit, watched buddies die. I've been blown up myself, type shit. Seen my family. This tattoo is for my brother. You guys see my Facebook. My mom, my family has a rare disease of cancer called von Hippel-Lindau that you literally die from. There's nothing you can do about it. It kills you eventually. None of them have made it to 50. My brother's the oldest one right now, the last one alive. I've lost my mom, my brother. I was the only kid in my family born without that disease. The only one. So watched all my family die when I was a kid, all that shit. At 37, man, I had people tell me write books, all this. I've been through so much. I promise you. And that's not even half the shit a bunch of people have been through. Been there with like a dad that beat my mom type shit, all that. So I know there's way worse shit out there too. Like grew up in a home where kids couldn't talk unless spoken to, like the kids are seen, not heard type shit. So I promise you, I've had a shitty life and there is nothing in this life. Don't ever pull that trigger. Just make a phone call. I swear to God, hit me up on Facebook, whatever. Do whatever you have to do. I will answer any time of the day.
it's not weakness to reach out and ask for help. Actually, everything, it takes a lot of strength to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, never be afraid to reach out.
And I'm not trying to piss anybody off with this statement either. It's weaker to pull that trigger than it is to reach out.
It is.
Because you got family. That's just, you might think it ends like that and it's okay, nothing. Nah, man, you got family that has to deal with that, kids. I promise you, somebody out there cares about you.
Well, and two, if you've reached that breaking point where you want to pull that trigger or something, just think to yourself, why not try one last thing? What's it going to hurt? It's either going to make you feel the same way, or it's all of a sudden going to change your life.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
you know, like I said, we all know people, or we've gone through it ourselves. You know, I know I'm not as open about mine as I can be. Not at that place to do that yet, but again, one way or another, we all go through it. Unfortunately,
We're here every Wednesday putting on a smile, but
trust me,
the
the world,
of the week,
the world
we're
is
talking
cruel.
to each other about some personal shit.
The world is cruel, and if we can do stuff to make it less cruel, even if it's just watching this show for the 1 hour, hour and a half once a week, hey, then we've done our job.
Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Like Corey, I guess you got to go get half spayed or neutered.
Oh God,
Shit.
This is Bob Barker.
Right. We could do that next week. Just like a whole BWO like life session. Fuck talking about if we lose next week, look.
If we lose next week,
the Bucks, we ain't talking football next week. We're doing a fucking life sessions on BWO.
Hi, my name is Adam, and I have a problem.
Right. I'll get rid of all this bill shit. I'll have candles and shit lit up. We'll have a call-in hotline.
Yeah.
Well, no. If we lose this week to the Bucks, we're changing the logo from the blue and red to the blue and gold. Like, hey, so let's talk about the Sabres.
Right. I'm gonna have to. No, we do not fucking.
We still have a hockey team.
Fuck that team, bro.
I mean, hey,
we talk about the Rangers. No.
Wait. I know the team Corey's going to want to talk about if we don't talk about the Bills anymore. I think he wants to talk the Bandits.
Oh, there we go. I'll talk Bandits all day.
Hey, I'll be sick like Spartan next week. Fuck the Bandits.
So, all right, fellas. Well, as Josh Allen says, do good, be good, go Bills.
Go Bills. Thanks for being on, Adam.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Thanks for having me. Spartan, get well soon.
Like
Go
Spartan
Bills.
says, Mafia mount up. Spartan! Fuck you!
Oh, quick shout out to Spartan. He did win his chili cook-off. He cheated.
Yeah, that cheating ass bitch told me, "Oh, I'm gonna go hot." Sorry, he'll put it. He never once said he was doing hot. He just
No.
said, "I grow hot peppers." Fucking bitch. And then made some banging ass fucking like southwestern fucking pulled pork barbecue fucking chili.
That chili changed my life.
And then we all said the same thing. I was like, "Why didn't I take any of that home?"
I know. I was like, I feel bad asking him for it.
Fuck that! I got halfway home. I was like, I might turn around, bro. Like if it wasn't snowing,
I'm gonna
right
go
now,
home and get some Tupperware containers, and I'm gonna come
I
back.
was like, I just let 30 different chilies walk away from me, bro. Like, what am I doing in my life?
That's it, Corey. Next year, you're doing a chicken wing chili.
Ooh, there you go.
Yo, share that comment by Joey Hatch. Relationship goals: find a woman who don't fuck everybody and go to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a mantra you can get behind.
Facts. Funny, I got that tatted. No.
It's gonna be
I
Corey's
love y'all,
t-shirt
boys.
picture. So, all right, but yep. Once again, hey, you're not alone. Reach out to people, and hey, if you see somebody that's doesn't seem right or seems off, don't hesitate to ask, because that hesitation might be the difference between them being there tomorrow or not at all.
Absolutely.
Right.
So, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Oh, you're backup Spartan. You got to do the mount up.
Mafia!